Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Season 2 of Breeders. And this is a British comedy that's on FX. You can watch it through FX on Hulu. And this is from creator Chris Addison, who is an actor in The Loop and in the thick of it, involved in Veep. So worked very closely with Armando Iannucci. And this very much has like a dry sense of humor about the troubles and tribulations of married life and parenthood. And this show stars Martin Freeman as the husband and Daisy Haggard as the wife. We have Paul and Allie. And this second season takes a bit of a time jump. We have the kids a little bit older, dealing with friendships and trying to fit in and coming to grip with tensions between father and son. Turns out to be a huge part of this season, where yes, there's definitely some marital shakiness, but it's more out of dealing with the kids. This season's much more focused on dealing with the kids. And you know, Paul goes to a bit of therapy. He has anger management problems. He doesn't know how to control that like pent-up anger. And you have these episodes this season, and the growing tension between him and the son, his son Luke, is mounting throughout this season. And that's the big crux of this season. And this season doesn't end on like a happy note. It ends on a murky kind of note. And it's not really like a happy ending, but it's at least a step in the right direction. But it's one of those kinds of things where it's very realistic and not like a Hollywood type ending. And you look at how the season progresses, this show is still hilarious. But it deals with so many really relevant and poignant themes about family and parenthood that sometimes it's like it's dealing with such things that it's you have this humor going on, but it's hard. It's hard to process. And this show, Martin Freeman is great. He is always on his A game. He's very funny. He captures that mania and manic anger really, really well. And Daisy Haggard, who's Allie, the wife, I really, really like her in this show. And they have great chemistry together. When there's tension, it really works. When they're really feeling their marriage and their love for each other, that also really works. You have Paul's parents, played by Alan Armstrong and Joanne Bacon, and they're always a lot of fun. You have the son and daughter, played by Jada Ellis and George Wakeman, and they have a lot of great moments, especially this season as they're a little bit older and you're getting to the point where they're developing friendships and stuff like that. And this season, where it comes into the marital issues, Allie does something that causes some tension, and it builds well from episode to episode, building up different stories and ideas, and especially from season to season, as we're left off with something that has some big influences on this family moving forward. And there's some other things in this season, specifically something that happens with Allie that really pisses off Paul. And you have all of these different storylines going on in this season, but you still have a lot of great characters. There's definitely some really strong humor, and it's very, very dry, biting, to the point kind of humor. And that really works for the show. Martin Freeman is able to really work with that incredibly well, because he is very talented, very charismatic, and really knows how to work this character. He's really coming into his own. There's some really hard moments to watch in this show with some great tension, honestly, and kind of put me on the edge of my seat, like what's going to happen next. Definitely the latter half of this season amps up the drama, and there's a lot to process, and it gets you thinking, how would I act? Would I support this? Should I be on Paul's side? Should I be concerned about him? Should I be angry at him for what he's doing with his family? And you have all these different feelings. I think that's why Breeders really stands out, because it's funny, but it really is focused on the drama and really challenging you on a lot of very relevant and poignant familial issues that really work for this show. So honestly, go check this out. Check out season 1, go right into season 2. They're all on FX on Hulu right now. But those are my thoughts on the second season of Breeders. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.